Hello, welcome to assignment B4, researching your country. So we've looked at common resources, we've reacted and gotten takeaways from them. I've given you my takeaways. We started snooping for your countries, picking some that you would like. Now you've been assigned your countries, hopefully, and you are starting to research them. If you look back at the start of the course, you'll remember I said this is kind of the paper we're going to use for researching. You'll pick your article, four more for your topic, and 2 videos and an extra, and you'll write down descriptions and your author and your site and things like that. Well, I don't want to use a paper this time. We might in the future, we'll see, but I want you to make this. So you will type it up. I'm not going to give you a generic form this time. I'm going to let you create something like this, and I'll give you a demo on what I would put on that video and what I'm expecting, and that's what you'll submit. So let's just say you're going to digitize this. Why digital in this one? Because you're going to be putting a lot of links, and you need a place personally to keep them. You're not going to open up all your tabs and search Google every single time for your sources. You want a document where all your links are, so as you're compiling your research and putting things together, you have a nice common document for yourself to go and store all your things. And you can also submit it to me for a mark. So what you need to do in this assignment in B4, doing your research for your countries, is you're going to find 4 articles, 2 videos, and 1 extra thing. That could be another video, another article, a song, something different. It's whatever you want. It could be something normal or something weird, whatever you like. You're going to put those into a doc and submit it with 3 takeaways for each. Remember, Article 1, takeaway, title, site, author, blah, blah, blah. Same kind of thing, but you're going to do it in a doc and submit it for assignment 4. You could put more because probably you're going to need more than just 4 articles and 2 videos to get all the criteria. Remember, just a quick peek here. I'll mute this for a second. Remember the things you need to be looking at. You need to be including testing, tracing, trust in government, lockdowns, distancing, restaurants, bars, mass cultures, cases per million, deaths per million, and things like that. So you're probably going to need a little bit more than 4 articles and 2 videos, but I want you to do takeaways for those. And then if you have extras, just put them down at the bottom for your use, not for me. But it's just a place for you to put all your extra links where you might want to say what they are, right? For yourself, because you're going to need all those other things that I just showed you on the board when you're doing your project in the next step, when you're making your presentation and your project. So that's what you need to do. Look for the big 9, like I said, on the board. I'll go over that one more time. You got to put more than probably just those 4, but I will be marking you on that. The 4 articles, 2 videos, and 1 extra. So let's take a look. Say you needed to make a document. How do you do that? Well, you go up to your drive and you create a doc. All right. I'm going to make a new document. Cool. The first thing I would want to do, I've enlarged this. That's why that's being a little weird. There we go. And I want to show all my other information right there. That little arrow will show you. First thing you got to do, folks, you should name this document something useful because you're going to have to find it over and over and over. And you're going to submit it. So I would call it Sitnik, and you would put your name. Country research. Oh, I can't type today. There we go. So I do that. And then what I would do is I would go Article 1. I'd put the link right here, www.blah.com or whatever you get your link. Author. Put who wrote it, and that could just be the website even. It might not have an actual person's name, so you might just put the site or the source as best as you can, right? Title, site, source, things like that, right? Title. And then I would say take away 1, take away 2, take away 3, and then I go on to Article 2. and I put blah, 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 and I do the same thing. And your takeaways could be like, I noticed in this one that they said cases were doing like this, or they use this kind of social distancing policy. Another takeaway might be, oh, there are regards to masks as mentioned in this article or site. And you do the same thing. You do 4 articles with takeaways for each one, 2 videos with takeaways, just like I looked here, right? Article, 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 video, video, and extra. So 7 in total. So 7 times 3 is going to be 21 takeaways in total. So you're going to have 21 takeaways or big ideas of the article or video, right? So that's what you're going to do. You're going to find those. And remember, when you're picking what makes your document, you might want to put a line break in between each one, right? You can kind of do something like that, just to clarify where one ends and the next begins, or you can find different ways to format it. I'm going to let you kind of do what you want. Please put your name on the top too, even though it's titled, right? You can put it like that. Leave spaces. And remember, at the bottom of the document, you might have other things. Once you've met your obligations for the assignment, you don't need to do any more takeaways, but you could put extra links down at the bottom and just kind of insert them down there so you can have all the extra links that you need, because depending on what you find for sources, you might need more than the sources that I've told you to research here. You might need extra things there. So what should you be looking for in good sources to use for your takeaways and things? What would you be looking for? This article's good. I'm going to do 3 takeaways on it because it's one of my core articles. What should you be looking for? I'll mute this again. Of course, we're looking for what I'm calling right now the big 9. You should be looking for information about testing in those articles, tracing, trust or faith in government, lockdowns, social distancing policies, restaurants, bars, offices, public gatherings, things about that, masks and the culture of masks in that country and what the policy was in the masks in that country, cases per million, deaths per million, things you could be searching, COVID response for your country, timeline for the country, COVID policy for the country. You could search testing for your country, contact tracing for your country with COVID, government trust for COVID, lockdown policy. You'll probably find that on Wikipedia. Social distancing policy in your country, search that. You can look for news, videos. You could search on YouTube itself by those keywords, or you could search the All tab, right? But don't forget to use the news filter. Search by date. You could filter out different things like that. So for example, if I let's look up mask policy for a country. Let's do that quickly. I'll unmute that. Bring this down. Let's bring up a new tab. So if I searched mask policy COVID Japan, let's see if we find something. All right, so there's the All tab right here. Let's make this a little bigger for you. Right, so you could search all, you could search for videos, you could search for news, you could search obviously using the tools. You could see all news, you could see how recent it was, sort by relevance, sort by date, those kinds of things. So you could try all kinds of keywords looking for all videos, news, and sorting by date, different things like that. Remember, in your searches, you should be looking for the big 9. You can pause and look at that, but that's kind of what we're going to do. Maybe I can give you an outline of the big 9 in the document, just so you know what you're looking for. And remember, submit your doc after when you go to the classroom and turn it in. When it says turn something in, you can pick a picture or text or things. You could submit a doc as your answer and make sure you have a nice clean title and your authors and your takeaways. This is going to take some substantial time. You've got lots of time because you're going deep diving into your main resources. So as you find your resources and you do your research and you take your takeaways, you're going to have 21 in total. Take your time. I'm going to give you lots of time for this. The next step is going to be deciding how you are going to share this and how you're going to present. And then you'll be building your presentation. And we'll be sharing that with everyone. All right. So with that being said, good luck with your research and your takeaways. Submit it via a doc to the assignment. If you're having trouble, contact me and we'll figure it out. All right. I hope you're doing well. Take care.